Hello, my name is Abby Machamer. I'm a mosaic artist using stained glass and other pieces of glass and natural things. I've worked in traditional stained glass using copper foil and lead. However, I felt that it limited my artistic ability and so my artistic freedom. So I've moved to eliminating the metals and using much more light in all of my pieces. So I now use glass, creek rocks, chunks of glass, whatever I can find to put in these colorful, whimsical pieces of fish, villages, lots of florals, and geometric designs. So let's take a look. In the top, you'll see a piece in a repurposed window frame. I like to do a lot of repurposing and using the old wooden frames. I try to add as much color as I can, and you'll see some blocks of glass at the bottom to enhance the colors within the picture, and that piece is called pedaling. The one below, I've used a special saw to cut some of the flowers. All other pieces are hand cut that you see with the flat glass, the stained glass, and that is in a cherry frame. Pennsylvania cherry is a special product in the area that I live in, and that's Pennsylvania cherry. And let's move on to this piece again in a window frame, an old window frame, and using the saw and special pebbles and lots of chunks of glass. In these flat pictures you don't see the texture, but there's a lot of texture in each one, which was another freedom that I was able to accomplish when I moved away from the metal. This piece, called Plant Kindness, or Plant Kindness, however you accent that, frame within a frame, lots of color, another window frame. And one of my whimsical ones of a fish called Posh, I'm able to put some bubbles in there, crackled glass, and I use a lot of texture as well. Moving on to some of the others. In this one you can see the iridescence in the sky. That will show very well with reflected light. The village has a lot of transparent and translucent glass. It'll have a whole different look at night when there's black behind it and no light coming through, but you have reflected light from the front. Cobalt and white are some of my favorite colors to work with. Simple but intensive. Again, this one has a lot of iridescence that I think you can see a little of it in the picture, but you'll see a lot more of it when it's hung. And not all of these need to be hung in a window. They can be hung against a wall, as you see them here. This one shows about a 6x6 square in the middle with a large frame. That frame is made from repurposed German siding. An Amish gentleman makes those for me, and I never know what colors I'm going to get, but what I get, I try to enhance the picture within using the colors of the frame. Spring Days, that has a fence and the sky in the background, and lots of flowers between here and there, again in a repurposed window frame. Daybreak is a 3-panel repurposed window with lots of color and the blocks of glass at the bottom. The white turned that I used the special saw with have some iridescence on that you're not seeing here. However, you would see that at night, and that window is lovely in a window with glass. This one is also in a repurposed German siding made by my Amish gentleman, and this is called Wild Blue. Those cobalt blue flowers have water droplets on as well with glass. And again, all of those are hand-cut pieces, ground edges, and sea glass, and those are rocks in the middle of the flowers. Another small one by my Amish gentleman, and a small floral. This one is called Blue Ribbons, predominantly blues and turquoises, in a German frame. And this one has a lot of iridescence with glass at the top and the bottom that also add an extra sparkle. This one, known as Rain or Shine, in a Pennsylvania cherry frame, incorporates rocks, hand-cut glass, glass on the saw. Another smaller, colorful one, and that black piece. A very multiple color with predominantly white flowers in the cherry frame. And then a geometric, which adds some whimsical fun. And we'll go back to the other one. This is at night, so you see the strap leaves, the orange flowers. You do not see the blue flowers. However, when he takes the black behind, see what emerges as a daytime. So that with light passing through it is what you would see now. At night, with light not passing through it, it becomes a different picture. And predominantly greens and oranges and yellow sprinkles in the background here to enhance the colors of the frame as well. Another German siding piece. And lastly, this one is called Show Your Petals, and cobalt, oranges, ambers, turquoises, and a sprinkle of yellow in that as well to complement the frame.